day by day. Presented by First Community Credit Union. Life is better with community.
I think we got surprised this week for sure, how physical they were. It's every week's like that. There's no easy game really, and every team's gonna be physical, every team's gonna be hard, and we got to battle every week.
I think the main thing about the game that we needed to bring was energy, and right away up in the game, we were ready to go, and we were excited to make plays, and I think kind of as the game wore on, I think that just faded a little bit, but that's something we can work on. And
we came off a big win and then going into a place where I think everybody's got to understand, like, the teams that we play in our conference, they're all going to have really good players, and if you don't get yourself like mentally ready and prepare to go out there and be in a dogfight, it's going to be a tough day for you.
Disappointed in our performance overall. You got to learn from it, but you know, you really need to move forward. Every week is a new challenge in this league.
We just didn't come in with the right mindset that every game was going to be a battle, and that's how the Valley's always been.
You know, this is the time for teams to really pull together. This is the tough part of the season. All teams are going to be banged up. You're going to maybe have a tough result. You're maybe going to get a really good result. You got to handle all those situations. And this one was tough, but our guys really need to do a great job of moving forward and getting the focus on being 1-0 this week.
In agriculture, every season is different. It takes hard work, determination, and passion to keep a farm or ranch going year after year. At First Community Credit Union, we know and understand that passion for agriculture. Our local staff can help farmers and ranchers invest in new equipment, expand their operations, and prepare for whatever challenges may lie ahead. Together, we can achieve success now and for generations to come. First Community Credit Union, we're rooted in your future.
you know, having a guy like J-Jo on our team is really a luxury. He brings passion to the team every single day, great work ethic at practice, and he's really just a fun guy to be around. You'll never see him with his head down. You'll never see him negative on himself. When he's on the field, good things tend to happen.
I was coming off of a knee injury, and I had some teams that wanted me as partial scholarship here and there, but they kind of all left once I had the injury.
Didn't get a lot of recruiting attention because of an unfortunate injury, and we saw something in him and wanted to take a chance on him, and he just came here and worked so hard and appreciated the opportunity.
So I basically had one opportunity here, and it was a PWO, and obviously I knew I wanted to play at a Division I level, and I knew I could, so I jumped at it.
He comes in and he kind of strikes you as one of those guys that's a pretty, no nonsense, pretty serious type of individual. And everything that he's done, like for us here at the University of North Dakota, he's kind of like the model of like how you want it done, I guess. Like his approach to, school, to football, just his work ethic. He's a tremendous, teammate, great competitor. He's a fighter. He's been through adversity. He's had a couple knee injuries and he's battled back from those. And
when I came back last year off the injury, I knew, yeah, it was good to get back out there, but I just knew in my head I was still facing a mental challenge, a mental barrier, and I didn't reach that potential that I wanted to reach. And I put in a lot of work, even just the extra stuff, the film, coming in early mornings on Sundays, early mornings on Wednesdays, just trying to do a little extra work every single day. And I felt like that ultimately propelled me to get rid of that mental block so I could finally be the best player that I can be.
You go through one of those and you keep battling, and like he did a good job of working back through it. I mean, he played like 3 more games like on a torn ligament, you know, in his knee. So it just kind of shows you like his kind of makeup, you know, and what's in his DNA.
He just is really having his best year right now after coming off surgery and those things some time ago, and just has become a really good leader on our team and putting forth tremendous effort play after play on the game field. So really proud of him.
Initially coming here, like I said, I knew I wanted to play Division I football, so I was a little bummed out when they didn't really have an architect major. So that was initially what I wanted to do, and I kind of saw civil engineering as a close second, and obviously that's a really good program here. So I'd love to design, end up buildings, bridges, structures, anything like that. I've always kind of wanted to get into some designer work eventually, but at least as of right now, I'm definitely into a construction side and being an estimator and kind of trying to work towards getting a project manager role.
He's in the books pretty frequently, and you know, he goes about his business with a really good head on his shoulders. So having him as a role model on the field and off the field at the same time is, like I said, really a luxury. He's a fantastic guy to have in the clubhouse, and couldn't be more thankful that he stuck around for another year to help me and the other younger guys learn a little bit. So
the Black Student Athlete Summit, I met a lot of really nice people out there, a lot of relatable people, and I learned a lot of lessons. And honestly, there's a lot more self-growth than you would have thought. Like, overcoming the imposter syndrome was a big thing for me, especially, I mean, being an African-American man and coming and trying to get a job in civil engineering and being a designer and architect. You don't see that every day, so definitely a thing that I needed and definitely overcame going to that summit.
A great guy to have around. What he does say, he means, and to have that around the locker room is really refreshing.
There's been a number of good things that have taken place up to this point, but the teams that really pull together now and are really tough down the stretch can really have a great experience. And that's what we're working on and focusing on, but you just got to do it.
Definitely ready to get back in a rhythm, and for a while at the beginning of the season, we lost 2 games there, and now we lose another one, so we're kind of anxious to get that kind of swag back to us.
Come back as a team, being 1-0 this week is a big thing that we've talked about. Coming back this week with a better mentality and better work ethic and better intensity is really going to pay dividends this weekend.
They're a good team. Their record doesn't really show it, but they're going to be tough, and it's still going to be a battle. So we got to be prepared for anything, really.
We've been in our video this weekend and early this week just to get ready for these guys. They have an explosive offense and really good group of running backs and decent quarterback that we saw last year. So we're excited to get back out there and excited to make plays.
You see challenges in front of you, you got to see them as opportunities, and opportunities to show what kind of player you are, what kind of person you are, what kind of man you are.
We got to go week by week and day by day, really, and just win this week, go 1-0 this week.
I just believe in this day by day. You just got to do it one day at a time. The next thing is the most important thing, because if you start thinking about things too far down the road, you lose focus on what's really, really important. Got a lot of respect for the coach and the Sycamores, and they're coming to our place, and we need to get ready, and that's where our focus needs to be.
So you always want to put your best foot forward, and our guys, they put a lot of time and effort into this thing, so hopefully you're going to see that here on Saturday.